Hello, everyone's. I am here for The Oval, Season 1, Episode 9. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, well, welcome back. Now, we have Richard. He is still, like, in an apartment complex where Peaky stays in. He's looking for Barry, because he know Barry, he must be around here somewhere. And he hears, like, some woman being attacked, and, like, we see dudes standing there sitting, standing guard. So he, takes him down, goes back there, and, like, gets to, fighting with the dudes that had Raggedy First daughter Gail, over there beating her up. Well, it was hard to, like, I had to rewind like 3 or 4 times to fight, because we was like, we see a little fight from this angle, then we see a little fight from this angle, then we see a little fight from head on. It was hard to see what was going on and who was doing the fighting, because it was like in like a little area where they didn't have no light at. The last dude pulled out a gun on Richard, and Richard somehow grabbed a gun, popped him, and did all kind of things, and scoops her up and takes her to the car. When he gets to some lighting, by his truck, he realizes this is, Raggedy First daughter Gail. Like, why are you here? And why don't you have your Secret Service detail with you? Like, how did you even get into this area? This is the look that he got on his face. And on top of that, it's like, oh, you the Raggedy, First daughter Gail that got my, that lied on my son and caused me to lose my job. Lily, she meanwhile wants to know why Bobby and his beard are how they got into her house. And I was wondering that too, seeing as how this man supposedly, well, he did break into your house, but your husband working for, White House, he know people, he got money to where we can have some guards sitting outside, a new security system, something. But he's like, I used to work for the Rangers. Those people that downstairs, I used to work with them. Not specifically them, but I used to do that type of work. That's how he was able to get in and out of the house. I was like, I was wondering. And she wants to know why he's there. He said he wants her. I was like, you talked to her for maybe 15 minutes, because you was doing the most talking and she wasn't trying to hear it. But then you kind of like wore her down, and then y'all had sex in the bathroom, which I still think is nasty, because this is a public area and people be nasty. But, she's realizing that she has been marked. She wants to know who did it, like the airport, that whole bathroom situation, you coming to my house, like, who is behind you marking me? He doesn't know, like, it's whoever sent the mark, told somebody who told him. So, like, he don't know where it started at, but he does know that, she done pissed somebody off, and she doesn't want to, she's not in a position to deal with these type of people. And I'm like, this sound like some, higher up type of situation. I was like, Lily, think about what you may or may not have done that could have pissed somebody off. And that way you can kind of figure out who didn't put this mark out on you. So he says that maybe it's your husband, and he says he wants to help her, and he gives her a border phone. And she's like, it was my husband. My husband loves me. But I'm like, I'm starting to look back, and I'm like, when he said that, I was like, that could be true. But, like, what did she do to him? I'm thinking it's more of Kyle, because Kyle wants to get her out of the way because he wants Donald all to himself. It could be that. It may not if she pissed anybody off. It's just that, well, she pissed, I guess, Kyle off because she then got with what he thinks is his man. It could be that. I don't know. And he knows that Kyle interviewed her, and he interrogated him too. And he's talking about he only knows Kyle by name. And I was like, that is a lie. Kyle went down there. Kyle knew your name. Kyle took you back to his house, let you lay up in his bed. Yeah, y'all know each other. And he applied that y'all done some things, but you said you was drunk. But he said, it's always I was drunk. I was like, he been out here doggone and getting after me, and I won't say all his life, like for years. Like, Donald ain't the first man that he done went after, and won't be the last. Now, president dude, he has been keeping close tabs on Mistress Denise. Like, one, she's all the way to the White House. Like, it not even almost against her will. She trying to get on her phone. She can't use it because they have scrambled her phone. He didn't had a camera been set up outside of her her shop, I guess, so he can look in there and see what she's doing all day, why he should be running the free world, and why he should be, taking, calls with diplomats and all these things, trying to keep America, running on track. But he too busy looking at porn and looking at her shop all day. Wasting our tax dollars wasting our tax dollars. Now, since she's mad and she can't go to the White House, Max says that he got a special spot for her. And I was like, okay. Now, President Dude, we have yet to find Raggedy First Daughter Gail, but you so happy about getting your mistress to the White House. That don't seem odd to you that your child is still out here missing? That don't concern you? You so focused on trying to get Mistress Denise to anywhere in close to the White House, around the street, across the block from the White House. You just trying to get her close enough so you can go hunch on her when your daughter is still out here missing. Child. Richard asking Raggedy First Daughter Gail, like, why is she out there alone? And she's talking about something that's none of your business. Leave me alone. I can take care of myself. I was like, if you can take care of yourself, you wouldn't have been over there getting beat up by them dudes less than 5 minutes ago. If I hadn't came on, you still been getting beat up and probably worse. So I'm going to need you to kill all that attitude. Like, saved you from possibly getting killed. You giving all that attitude. She's like, I'm going to call an Uber. But her person got taken. So how you going to call an Uber? Because with an Uber, you need a credit card, or not. You don't even need no credit card. You can go to the local Walgreens or a Family Dollar and just get your Uber card, scratch it off, go to your Uber account, type in you want to add some in your account, and you can do it like that. But I'm just going to assume that she wasn't able to do all that because she been stuck in the White House. And I'm pretty sure, they wasn't letting her have access to do all that kind of stuff. But, I could be wrong. And she talking about she going to take a Uber back to the White House because she don't want him taking her. I was like, okay. He's like, he didn't save her because she's Raggedy First Daughter Gail. He saved her because it was somebody who needed help. Like, where am I at? He called Sam to let him know that he didn't found Raggedy First Daughter Gail. He gonna bring her back. But he's like, Sam was like, no, I already know where your coordinates are. I'm gonna go there because I don't want her out here lying yet again. And I was like, thank you, Sam. Sam, good people, Richard, good people. Raggedy First Daughter Gail is still Raggedy First Daughter Gail. Now, Barry walks in the house yelling at Nancy and at Sharon. I'm gonna need you to bring that tone down in your mama's house. First of all, you was just sitting there for chilling, kicking it over at Pinky's house for a minute when you should have been out there looking for your daughter. I'm looking for my daughter. I can't find my daughter. Yada, yada, yada. You was just relaxing over Pinky's house just a minute ago like your daughter wasn't out here missing. I'm like, He's telling doggone to Sharon to leave, and Nancy's like, no, she ain't got no place to go. He's like, you can go over there with Dude's house. You can go over there to Dude's house. How's he paying you? What y'all selling over there? He's like, what are you talking about? You sound stupid right now. Like, really? He goes there and see the Rackadoosh's lady, and he get to yelling at Nancy for letting any and everybody in the house. And doggone, that's why my daughter got missing, and she slaps him. It's like, I wish you had that same energy when they came up here and, scooped up my daughter right quick. And I was like, I understand you mad and you shouldn't be yelling at your mama. But I can understand where you're coming from. Like, I told you, do not let Ruth up in this house. And you didn't listen to me. And now my daughter has been taken by the Rackadooshia and ain't no telling where she is or what's been happening to her. Now you letting Rackadoosh's people up in the house because they ain't had nowhere to go. I told you to kick Sharon out of the house, but you said no because she ain't got nowhere to go. You doing too much. Now, Raggedy First Daughter Gail asked, so was that your son? And he was like, yep, the one you lied on. Yes. She's like, I didn't lie. He's like, please. I know you lied and you know you lied. She's like, if you keep that up, I'm going to have you fired. He's like, that already happened, boo-boo. You too late. I already got fired because you lied on my son. And your daddy and your mama was looking at me sideways. So I lost my job behind that and behind you also lying on my son. You know what that could have done to my son? You lying, Raggedy First Daughter Gail. She was like, Emmett Till was like, yes. That lady lied on that raggedy lady lied on Emmett Till, causing him to die. And then wanted to hold it back until she was on her deathbed. Child, please. He said he worked there for 20 years and he loved his job taking care of the president and the children because he knew that they was living in the bubble. They couldn't just go to Walmart, get some groceries. They couldn't go to the mall, get an outfit. They couldn't just go to the movies and hang out with their friends. They are in a constant bubble. Everywhere they go, they have to have Secret Service with them. There's nothing they can do without somebody snapping a picture and making too much out of it. And I tried to make sure, they had everything they need to try to lessen the effects of them being in the White House. And now I can't do that because of you, raggedy first daughter Gail. And she talking about the only reason that she left boarding school was because First Lady wanted them to look like they one big happy family, which they are not. She hates me, she hates my brother, she hates my daddy, and she just plumb evil. And I can't tell nobody because she will kill me. And I was like, I can see that all the way. I can see her doing that. At one point in the episode, First Lady and President, they was going back and forth, and he said something, and she's like, you talking to me? And, creepy, first son, Jason was like, no, he was talking to me. He was looking at me. He hates me. He hates all of us, but he especially hates me. And he runs off somewhere else. President wants Kyle to trade Max, and then I was like, really? I'm trying to stay as far away from Kyle as I can. Like, can somebody else do that? Like, does it have to be Kyle? And he says, I see what's going on around here, so tell Max this is your idea and get Kyle for me. And I was like, what does that mean, you want Kyle for you? It sounded like it was some more into that I didn't pick up on, but y'all let me know in the comments below. Now, Mistress Denise, she said she don't want to do this no more. I done already got my skull caved in just a little bit. Chipped tooth, had to go to an emergency meeting with the dentist. Costing me money because your wife came in there and doggone rocked my head inside my own shop. I can't be doing this no more. Your wife is crazy. I don't want that beat down again because I can't be affording to go to plastic surgeons to get my dental work done and, fixing scars on my face every time your wife catches us together and wants to beat me down. I can't do that. He talking about how he bought her that store and everything. Like, she looked like, okay, really, we doing this? You bought me that store, so you gonna just bring that up right now? This is what we doing, dude? He talking about he gonna make her rich. He tells her to invest in this certain stock, and she gonna be making a lot of money. And I'm like, so on top of you being an adulterer, not caring about your responsibility as a president, you in on a little bit insider trader too, insider trading too. Okay. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all. Now, they finally get to, Raggedy First Daughter Gail, get her in the car with, her evil mama, First Lady. Now, First Lady not getting the answers that she wants and needs from Raggedy First Daughter Gail. So she asks Yuma, I need to see your taser right quick. Yuma's like, I don't have my taser on me. Dude over here doesn't have his taser too. She's like, well, give me your gun. She's like, ma'am, I can't do that for your safety. Yeah, we just not gonna do that. And Raggedy First Daughter Gail was like, I hate you. She's like, I hate you too. She's like, I'll jump out this car. She's like, jump out this car. Did you think that's gonna hurt me? It's like, child, please. She's like, I will jump. Bye, girl. When I tell you, I shouldn't say girl. That's my word. Because I know I have a few male subscribers. I was like, child. She's like, bye. And she up her First Lady putting on her makeup. Gail opened the door and rolled out the car. I was like, didn't you know that was gonna hurt? Yeah, y'all not going at a high speed, but you just rolling out the car like that, you gonna be in pain. And she was like, that dumb heifer did jump out the car. Just stupid. I'm like, see, that right there told me something wrong with Raggedy First Daughter Gail. She not all the way there. Something not right. Like, you just really maybe 15 minutes off of getting beat up, getting rescued, and now you jumping out of cars. You just open the door and just roll out. Like, you really, this what we doing out here? Okay. That was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on. Swim my beautiful face. puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're returning, you are already a family member, one of my peoples, oh, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by hitting that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.